And welcome back, everyone. Theater lovers from across the region heading to Escanaba this weekend for Godspell at Bay College at the Bessie Center Theater. So we're going to join Ashley Kirkland, who is there this morning to tell us more about it. Ashley?
Well, Vicki, I heard that this play is at times comedic and then at sometimes it's sentimental, but it does definitely have a message. And right now I'm here with the theater instructor, Dave. Hi, Dave. How's it going?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks so much for being here this morning. Now, why did you guys choose Godspell? This is your first play of the season.
And my first ever here. So I specifically because, well, number one, it's one that we'll get to the message in a minute, and so that's one that I wanted to work with, but also because it's a very flexible piece. And to be honest, I had to choose this piece while I was still in Florida. And so it's very flexible. I knew it's something that I could come in and we'd be able to work with no matter what, and it turned out to work out really well. So that was
Now, you mentioned Florida. To let everybody know, this is your first year here at Bay College as the theater instructor. Talk to us about your background.
Oh, well, I started off as a performer like most people do, like 30 years ago, and you know, I've worked with some film and video, mostly writing in the last few years, directing a bit here and there, but you know, acting, designing early on, but yeah, mostly I write these days and now direct here.
30 years ago, you're not a day over 28. Okay. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
tell us about Godspell. What is it about?
Well, the play as it's written can be about any number of things because it's a collection of stories that all have different meanings and different, I guess, morals, if you wanted to say so. The one that we've chosen is, you actually made the note before, oh, look, Jesus was a carpenter. Well, we've gone with somewhat of a labor slant with this one, talking about workers, the work people do, and the worth of that work. I mean, that's something that has become the key focus of this particular interpretation.
Yeah, and it's about loving everyone despite, you know, any differences that you may have.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, actually, that's one of the things it'll say in the program is loving everyone no matter what, regardless of whether or not they meet your criteria for whatever good is.
Right. And so you guys have a great cast. We're going to talk to a couple of the cast members a little bit later. Jesus, in fact, the guy that plays Jesus. What was it like working with these students here at Bay College for the first time?
Oh, it was really, you know, you never know what you're walking into, but it worked out really well. I mean, they were really hardworking. They dove right in. Even when they obviously were thinking, this guy's insane, and I'm not sure what he's thinking right now, they still dove right in, no matter how crazy I seemed.
Are you insane?
It's not entirely impossible.
It's not entirely impossible. Okay. Well, they say it takes a kind of a insane person to create a genius play like this.
Let's hope.
Okay. Now, you guys opened last night. How was the audience? What was the reaction like?
Oh, they were great. The audience was fantastic. I actually was watching from the green room, and we have a video feed that doesn't actually have a mic out here, and I could still hear them. I mean, they were a great audience last night, so it was really receptive and really active. So, yeah, it was a very good audience.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Dave. We're going to hear them a little bit later. We'll be back with two of the actors from the cast, and they're going to sing a little duet on this stage for us, Vicki. We'll get a closer look at the stage and see what's going on here. I'll take it back to you for now. Ashley Kirkland reporting live in Escanaba, TV6 News.
Welcome back. Well, theater students at Bay College will be retelling the story of the New Testament parables in the play Godspell this weekend. This morning, Ashley Kirkland is catching up with some of the cast with a preview of that. Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning, Sam. The students here have been working hard for weeks on this play, and it's going to be a great time for the entire family. Right now, I'm here with two of the actors, Adria and Sam. Adria, thanks so much for being here. What are your characters that you play?
I'm playing Jesus Christ.
Okay.
And I'm playing Morgan.
And what is Morgan's role in this play?
She's kind of like a non-believer at first, and she's a tattoo artist, and they all meet up, and she kind of doesn't believe at first, but as the show progresses, she starts to believe.
Okay, now obviously we know Jesus' role, and it's a pretty big role to play in your career. How did you draw inspiration to play this character?
Honestly, this show gives you a lot of chance for personal interpretation, and there's a lot of people that I really look up to in my life. Like to be patient is a big thing for me, so a lot of looking at my mom for that. Yeah.
And there's a bit of comedy in this. Adria, did you find it hard to kind of take a biblical story and make it comedic?
At first I did, just because, you know, everybody has heard of the Bible. So it was kind of hard at first, but then once we started getting into the jokes and stuff, it started getting a lot more funny, but it makes it a lot more family-friendly, too.
Awesome. Well, good luck this weekend. You guys are going to come back and show us a little bit of the singing. But first, you'll see on your screen there's a it's going to be a great time. You want to come down. The play did start yesterday, but it's going to be going on until Sunday. And tonight, the curtains will open at 7:30 p.m. And on Sunday, it's going to be at 2 p.m. So make sure to bring the family down. Now, we're going to take it away, and these guys are going to sing a little selection from Godspell.
Earth shall be fair, and all her people one. Age after age, their tragic empires rise. Da 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 da. Built while they dream, and in that dreaming weep. Would man but wake from out his haunted sleep. Turn back, oh man. Oh, I'd like to see thee more clearly. Turn back, oh man. For the first time, I'm feeling wicked. Turn back, oh man. Forswear thy foolish ways.
Earth shall be fair, and